What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on? Peace to everyone that's coming on out. Probably want to do a discussion with y'all. And I got to talk with y'all, man. I got to. I'm not trying to be one of those people, those clout chasers. We got enough of them in doggone these spaces. And I watch what a lot of y'all say. Like, a lot of y'all are clout chasers, man. Kind of pathetic. That's why I don't rock with y'all. That's a lot of y'all. But I definitely wanted to talk with a few people on a few things, man. I wanted to talk with y'all real quick. I wanted to talk with y'all on a few things, man, because I'm seeing a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm listening to a lot of people talk, the oohs and the ahs and stuff. When it comes to relationship, that picture that I showed y'all that I actually put up there was a picture of a pretty a high esteemed guy. That is J.R. Martinez. Y'all don't know who he is? I'll definitely pull him up. Look, listen, man. A lot of these dudes and women here, like I said, me and my people, we were talking behind the scenes, man, and listening to a lot of people. And shout out to the Cup show that I saw with the Jessica X shit. I was like, holy fuck! We worse off than I think. That impressed people about Jessica X, and I'm like, well, shit. I guess so. So, and I'm gonna do a talk about that, about women being in the manosphere. That's a whole talk. I'm like I said, women in the manosphere and dudes and co-signing that. Then I'm like, you're not manosphere. You never were. A lot of these dudes were never manosphere. But then again, I mean, honestly, who is these days? 4, 5, 6. That's why I don't do business with I don't do no business with none of these people when it comes to finances and money. Money's not a prerogative. Pussy and some kind of literacy. Like, my biggest contributors to making money aren't even black. They're not even black. I don't care for black dollars. There's no such thing as black dollars. It just never was. But that's just a talk for another day. But what I'm seeing, especially in a lot of these spaces, is that a lot of people have been burned. And they have been hurt, dragged, either got a prior thing that had happened to them in the past or some shit. So I'm so pretty much looking at this like I'm afraid to get burned again. That's what I hear in a lot of these spaces. When I hear a lot of their talking points, I hear a lot of shit that they're saying, their gospels and all this shit, and honestly, I think it's comical. Yeah, it was a cuck show. You know what I'm saying? Cuck show is lit. It was a cuck show. That's how you know, man. That's how you know it was the greatest cuck show on earth. And that's how you know how badly the recovery of a lot of men and women are. It's like, honestly, like when women listen to Paris Milan, but they can't tell how badly mentally damaged she is. And I'd be like, well, damn, does nobody can tell that this girl has a social disorder and she's been mentally jacked up by her daddy or daddy issues and stuff. But nobody wants to peep that. You know what I'm saying? When you hear people talking, like, these spaces are the most, I'm telling you right now, NiggaTube is the most toxic and most destructive thing since YouTube. NiggaTube. It just is, man. That's how I see a lot of these channels, man. It's the cuck carousel. Everybody wants to fuck. Everybody wants to be on top. Everybody's talking about submission and shit like that. Dudes get horny to jump up on a woman panel, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully they be right there trying to spit game. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I've been there, done that. What's wrong with not wanting to get burned again? Oh shit, hey. If they want to get burned again, then hey, by all means, then that means you on some recovery shit that I can't fuck with. Please make sure you come in, like, dislike. I mean, honestly, it's not like a lot of people's opinions matter in these spaces. See, this is why we already know. That's how, like I said, man, you got to learn how to take these people for the grain of salt for what they are. But some of their best comments is going to be off of chaos and dysfunction of clout. It is what it is, man. And I mean, honestly, they're not trying to grow. They're not trying to learn. They're getting into the same bewilderment of stuff. They name one time that these people have told y'all how to make certain types of investments into money, finance, gains, property. Hell, they can't even show up their lifestyle. Just being honest, man. The best panels are the ones that involve destroying and attacking, talking about gender issues or all kinds of stupid stuff like that, man. Like, after a while, that shit gets old, man. You can tell that they got dysfunction with relationship, business, love, life. They're not recovery. They're not recovery people. They're still burn victims. And when you're dealing with a burn victim, they're not getting the proper salve. They're not getting the proper medication. They're not getting the proper treatments. They are literally going back and doing the same dumb shit over and over. They're hypocrites of what they preach. I can easily tell y'all, I know I got my faults. I know why I came up short. That's why I'm fine where I'm at. Like I said, dude stuck on talking about feminism, but when you ask them about their lawyer, about getting a lawyer, or why you still here in the U.S., they're like, well, shit, that's called deflecting. No, nigga, it's not called deflecting. It's called asking you a damn question as a man. The greatest triumph that so many people have ever had was talking to white people on YouTube. That was probably their greatest triumph that they ever had, which is utter failure and disaster. Outside of these spaces, it's just dysfunction. And I mean, like I said, man, like I ain't never felt like I belonged in any space. I'm not with none of these spaces. Shit, I don't. I don't. I tell niggas pull my wrenches. I don't even give a shit. I wouldn't lose sleep. I've already seen that majority of these motherfuckers are broke, men and women. When you ask them about, yo, so what do you do, or what do you have going for you? You know what I'm saying? Not impressed. I mean, I'm just being honest, man. You know, and no, you're right. They like to get burned. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like there has I have yet seen any type of growth in these spaces, man. And I mean honestly, uh when I hear the talking points, show me the stories of people who can actually cam up their lifestyle and show you that. I mean, hey, you know what? Honestly, there's this guy. He showed that he went to the DR and buy a $19,000. He went and got a $19,000 condo, and he was showing all the lovely shit about it. And I was like, yo, cool, 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 cool. But he has so much to say about the U.S. But I'm like, bro, if you out, you out. Why do you care? If you recovered from whatever did you wrong, then why do you still going back into that same building that's on fire? He was like, oh, you mad but I'm balling? Balling on what? The building that you staying in is only $800, bro. Oh, you didn't think I couldn't transact the money? 19,000 only $800, bro. Where I'm at, you broke. That's Section 8 prices for me. So you balling telling me that you staying in a Section 8 apartment. Don't play the math game with me. I ain't gonna say your name, but you know who you are. That's why you dislike my video so much. I told y'all. Come from me, I'll throw out all your shit. I just told him, like, listen, bro, you out, you out. But some people like to get burned. Some people like laying up with the hoes. Some people like getting their guts dug out. Some women like going back to the same type of jury love lives of abuse. Some people like doggone dealing with the foolishness. And if you like dealing with that, just say you do, man. Call it for what it is. You just say you like getting fucked up. Don't make it anything less, anything more than what it is. YouTube is no more than a big trick and dog and pony show. Most big YouTube channels are never going to be in these spaces. I looked them up. Why y'all think? And I gotta use most of the big YouTubers don't even talk about the shit that these spaces talk about. They don't. When I stopped talking about nigga shit and all this dumb shit, boy, I ain't gonna lie, stuff got better for me. Most big YouTubers, they don't talk about this shit no more. That means you got burned really fucking good. Look at the King Gonda channel. All that is talking about is property, real estate, shopping, and different other stuff. Now, I would ask y'all, and I mean, honestly, I like to look up my girl, Erica Williams. Erica don't talk about nothing that deals with black stuff. Probably social media wise, she might crack a joke, but she just don't. It's not conducive to money. Y'all gotta understand, man. You gotta ask yourself, like, if you truly are trying to make a change with your life, then you should be going into a recovery mode. When you say you done dealing with this type of thing or these type of people, then why do you still come in these spaces? Why do you still entertain these said issues? That wouldn't make no sense. I never seen so many goddamn debates about doggone hood shit, but you ain't. If you're not in the hood, why do you care what the hood is doing? I remember I was going for a jog, and an officer asked me real quick about doggone. An officer asked me, "Hey, what you doing here in the park?" I said, "Because I pay taxes to be here." What the hell you think? He said, "Oh, well, that's true. You do pay taxes." But I asked you, I said, "But I'm telling you. I'm not. You don't have to ask me. I'm telling you. This is the private park. Shouldn't you be at some low income area harassing people? That's what you get your pension off of. Shouldn't you be somewhere where actually crime is high? Why are you coming around here?" "Well, I'm just here for the night. Just, I said, "I noticed you come around my area a lot." I said, "I'll tell you what. How about I speak to your lieutenant?" "I'm not going to speak to your sergeant. I'm going to your lieutenant." "Oh, well, I could call him." I said, No. You don't have to do that. I'll call him. I have his personal number. Why would I need to call I'm going to call him. And I'm going to ask him, why are you, the corporal, talking to me? You see, I recovered from dealing with that type of victim mentality. I don't deal with that no more. I go straight for the jugglers of stuff. I've been burned in relationships. I have been. But I'm never going to be on here and come to people that are burn victims also and talk about my woes. How the hell do you look as a burn victim talking to other burn victims and they don't have no way to actually solve the issue? That's like you going to a doctor and that doctor is steadily telling you about the same issue that you already know that you have, and all you're doing is talking about it over and over and over and over and over again. You look stupid. If you fail at business or you come short, do you stop? I can't tell you how many times have I talked to you about business. Telling me that you sit at home and that you sit on a little call thing. Telling me you sit at home, you sit on a little phone thing and you're an operator and you make money at home. I could tell you plenty of chicks I know that sit at home and do that. You don't impress me. You don't. It's called a call girl. You're just a call guy. You do the same shit. You sit at home and you answer phone calls. Nothing special. Tell that to some of these people here, they all think that they bosses and owners. No, you're not. Swear to God, boy. But over here, everybody's so easily impressed. Ain't no fixers in these damn spaces. Ain't nobody trying to actually boss up and actually get their shit together. What impresses me is when you become a master of your own fate. It took me 10 years to get here. 10 years. I don't have time for no bullshit, man. The people that are busting the ass after a while, man, listen, bro, we still in it, man. We understand the fuckery, man. I don't, man. Y'all, we can't have these talks when it comes to finance, man. I watch the conversation that people immerse themselves into. If you're afraid to get burned again, just say it, man. But don't be talking this kumbaya shit around the rest of us, man. Y'all, I mean, it's getting pretty old. How are you always talking about the 1950 family, but then you talk about submission next? Back in the day, nigga, you ain't that. But back in the day, white man would call you bitch. What were you gonna say? Oh, you were submissive to him. But yet you got so much smoke to talk about submission. Why y'all like talking about submission and slavery so much? I never understood that about the correlation of this space about submission, slavery, and indoctrination. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all make it seem like y'all were out there marching with the goddamn civil rights movement. But then your ass got so much doggone reverence for the police. Make that make sense to me. You talk about the 1950 family, but then you praise the police and say that you should comply with law enforcement. Let me understand how any of that makes sense. You'll tell women to get in line and follow the man and say we need to go back in the day to the same period where they had no problem taking you outside and raping you as a man in front of your family. Like, help me understand how that make any goddamn sense. Hang on. Let me go call my dad. Let me call my father and tell him about the dumb shit some of y'all like to say, man. Hang on. Let's actually do a phone call with somebody who was around that time. Because we get it where a lot of these men and women like talk about submission. But they never been around that time for that shit. But they always like talking about putting people in line and shit and all kind of dumb shit. Like, I can't with y'all. Let me go find James. Where's James at? Let me go find James. Let me go find James. Let me go find a man that actually survived the shit.
Hello.
Hey, you still with the land of the living? Praise God.
Yeah, you still kicking too.
Well, you didn't call your grandbabies for their birthday, the twins.
I didn't know their birthday was.
Don't worry about that. I told him that you owe. Granddaddy forgets things.
If I know, I talked to Sean. I have Sean put something in there when they go to McDonald's.
Okay, all right, Dad. Dad, look, I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
Was the 1950s and 60s a good time? I'm doing a history report. Was the 1950s and 60s, was that a good time for the black family? Or like, was the family household good, or were they going through some stuff?
1950s.
50s and 60s, like, you know.
I was just 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? I born at 55.
Right.
So, you know, I was like 5 years old. Plus, I was born on a farm, so we had just for everything that we had hogs, we had chickens, we had cows, we had all the vegetables we eat, watermelon, peas, beans, you know. Really, I didn't feel no depression because, you know, my grandfather had everything if it was there, I didn't see it because I didn't have to really go out there like I do today and do what I do just to be busy. You know? Other than that, I think they were doing good because most of them had their own house.
I got a question. Were y'all always? Did y'all like talking about submission back in the day, like submission for the women and the men were the heads of the household? Like, was all that submission talk going on back then?
Well, I don't know it was going on because I know most everything they did, they tell their wives, because the wife didn't work, so the wife really like run the farm, or they got like my grandfather had a farm, right?
Right.
So my grandmother ran that farm while he had work.
Hold on. So grandma was running the farm for Granddaddy Jack while he was at work?
My grandmother.
Okay.
Ran the farm while my granddaddy worked.
Huh.
So you know it was like the women back then was probably bread, the head, really to the head of my grandfather was working and he was running the farm. So when he was at work,
right,
his wife ran the farm, make sure people did what they had to do. But when he come home, she go home.
Right.
So they like was like an open book. Ain't none of that secret stuff like I see your mama be doing to her husband.
You know, one of the things about it is they from what I heard people say that all the women did would just stay at home and just cook and clean while the man just went to work, and they just listened and did what they were told.
Nah, there was 50-50. Some of the men was like bullies. Same thing that's going on now. Some of the guys thinking, hey, the way in life is to beat their women to submission. Like, your mama used to fight with me that I can fight her. I never came home wanting to like fight. I'll be in my bed sleeping and don't work hard all day, and she'll come home because she want to do what she want to do and start an argument that she can call the police and get my own out. I wasn't into that. You know. I was just like, happy go lucky. I go get the money, bring it home. I made money when I was off work that she ain't got to work, but she was working and never could see her money. So that wasn't no partner teamwork. Same thing she do with that man she married now. He just because she wasn't one, he need a bed woman.
Oh, so so there were all kind of crazy stuff going on back in the day.
Same thing, just say it's just a different time.
But Dad, the way they make it sound like that back then, it was like heaven that the man the best. I heard people say the best thing was when y'all were in segregation.
Segregation.
Yeah, that was people saying that was a good time for y'all when y'all was in segregation.
Who said
Oh no, it's these black men called manosphere, whatever the hell they call. They said the best time for black people was when y'all was in segregation, and literally the black man, you was running the home, the woman was having babies and taking care and being obedient, and she never talked back, and literally they obey everything. And y'all had Jesus.
I think them people listen to all damn Trump too much.
Oh, Dad. Oh man.
Yo, Josiah.
Yes, Dad.
A lot of people together for all them years because they had then tied all their money up into that DNA together, and we done tie our money up together. So you know what I'm saying? I leave or she leave because everything is ours because we done tie our money.
Oh, so y'all were money tied together.
Well, the way the laws is today, the law back then, right? But the black women didn't have no sense. Anytime you live with a man for 6 months, it's common law marriage. And everything that he accumulates during the whole time you were together with her is your half yours.
Oh, I didn't know they had that back then, the common law. They were strong back then.
But see, the black women didn't know that.
Oh.
You know, but these women today, they figure they use the kids and stick you for child support and rough than common law. Because the judge gets you out the house and they have the house and you still got to pay the bill.
Man.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You still paying the rent and putting the bills and some other niggas sitting there enjoying.
Like but you know, Dad, I remember one time you told me, you said, Joe, you need to go home. You don't need to be out there in them streets. And I was like, I thought about it. I said, you know what, you're right. I can open. I had to face that there wasn't nothing for me out there in them streets. I ain't gonna lie on that. And you're right. I'm glad that I dealt with my addictions, my demons, and I still fight them today. But why do a lot of men think that there's something out there with going out there in the streets and chasing them fast broads, and you know what I'm saying, and they believe that, hey, get a quick nut and move on. Is that the new move for the black community or black family or people in general? Yes, sir.
I'll be honest with you. What look good ain't always good, man.
Yeah, man.
Like a lot of times, sometimes I said, man, I'm gonna get the hell out of here, But it ain't all that. But when you look back and see all the stuff y'all done work and put together, being in between, she didn't have a lot, but she had when I dated. And we built, what I didn't have and I needed something, she always found a way to bring it forward. So, I'd be a fool to take off, and I done put all my money, and me and them sink all our money in these two pieces of property. Really, we got 3 pieces. One of them still in litigation. But we know the one that we stay on and the one across the street.
Yeah.
Straight on ours. Ain't no heirs. And like I try to tell you, get something with your name on it. Because you ain't got time to wait in line for heirs to fight to see who gonna get who. Because I'm going to tell you a secret. Much as you down there with your mama, died. She got all that shit in Joshua's name.
Really? So
come on now, don't be a dummy. She been giving that boy since that boy, all his life. Joshua never had to ask for nothing. Joshua had to slide under the table to him. Come on, don't be stupid and act like you ain't got no sense.
No, no, no. I ain't say that. But you know what, Dad? When it comes to the business, that's why I easily just broke off my shares and said, you know what, I'm good. There's no point because honestly, these blood feuds for the land and the property and the business, it's just not conducive to my health anymore. It's just not. You know.
The money you pay your mama, you could have been paying for your own house. You bought 1 acre land and nice trailer, double wide house. It's yours.
You know, I know she want me to take over these houses right here. She want me to take these houses. I'm like, nah, I'm straight.
If you die, at least you know your kids is in this my mom and daddy house.
Mm-hmm.
If I die, Annie knows she got a house, a home to live in. You know?
So what happened to all the Johnson land and the property?
Man, I don't know how they over here, man. Cause you know somebody go there. You ever look at an air cone?
Huh?
You ever sell an air cone?
Yes, I have.
Okay, then that's how airs work. Everybody on that, if your baby and all them babies that your babies have, that's still airs. So by the time it get to you, you'll be dead and gone. If you can't build a house on it, because you build a house on it, it's heirs. You can't sell the house, you can have the most beautiful house that you so well. Everybody done dead out, all my kids and stuff done gone, now I can sell my house. Hell no, you can't sell it because it's heirs property.
Shit, that again, it's not even worth the hassle then. I gotta wait that long.
You remember that nice house Uncle Sickle had in that curve?
Yeah.
That red style home?
Yeah.
He got kicked out of his house and ended up buying a double wide trailer because when he got ready to say he gonna sell it and give his wife half, the judge told him that you can't sell that because the land is not yours. The land was the heirs, Cat family owned the land, so he couldn't sell it. So that was the reason I tell you, every time you think about heirs, get an heir cone so that let you know everybody from the top to the bottom, even the one that rot off and died, their kids got a hand in it.
Boy, oh boy, this air is corn. This, yeah.
All that land they got in Utah, how much years they been trying to spin it up?
Between those acres, that's like what, at 15 or 20 plus.
That's 120, 110 acres. That land go from that highway all the way back to the other side of the Utah building.
Yeah, that's a good portion of the property. That's 1/3 of the Utahville property.
Okay, and that run even with that road all the way around, that's supposed to be heirs property. But all that family that they had babies, all of them put houses on their land, but in reality, they can't sell it. This property me and he can sell it anytime he feels like it, because he ain't no heirs on this. You know?
Right.
I gotta dig it out. We gotta just that if something happens to her, the kids will get it. You know, it ain't none of that crap, man. You know, that's all that heir stuff. And then they got land, 110, 120 acres of land. I used to farm on it. But shit, I was farming and they was stealing everything I had in the ground. So I said, well, hell with that. Tell me hell with that.
Dad, let me go to work and I'm gonna call you right back, okay? What are you doing tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow morning I'm gonna water my greens.
All right, then I'll catch you before you go water your greens.
What time that'll be?
You don't get out there in the field until around 6 or 7.
I'll be up there at 6. I had the water on before the sun get hot. I turn it off when the sun come out.
See, I know what time you hit the field.
The sun will burn it up.
Yeah, it will.
Your kids going to school?
No, they're gonna be homeschooled. My mom wants them to go to school, but I think she's just trying to kill off my kids. But that's
don't listen to them because you think she's corona proof.
I know, Dad. I know.
Didi. I said, Didi, you think you death proof, huh? You die, I ain't coming to Boston. I'm telling you right now. either way, you jeopardize your life to come down here because you're going to surprise her, take Corona back and kill everybody in the house up there. Man, do what you got to do.
All right, Dad. Love you.
I love you too.
All right. Well. All that shooking and jiving, kumbaya shit, seems like it's a bunch of bullshit. Y'all just heard it from the horse's motherfucking mouth. The women were running the home also? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Now, me, I'm a different breed. Like, I'm different. I'm different. Y'all know, I'm still trying to figure out where the fuck I am with all this stuff. You know me? Like, I am a proud, prodigal son. My dad, he's still trying to figure. He get angry at me because I don't want to take over on some of these things. I'm fine. I'm fine being that child out there in no man's land. He hates that. He hates that. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been done, moved on from the narratives. I did listen. That's why I try to tell y'all. When they be having these conversations on these things about y'all burn relationships and burn love life and all that other shit, I be like, listen, bro, y'all shit don't be adding up, man. Like y'all truly talking into, y'all not trying to get help, man. You're not trying to get help. And then when y'all try to correlate about shit back in the day, I'm like, y'all lying. Stop lying. That's not how shit was back in the day. I can go straight to the source. I can go straight to a man who grew up. That man saw the dog bites, the all the lynching, the shootings, and all that stuff. I can go ask a man right now. Listen, I don't ask no man about what went on back in the day. I don't give a shit how many books y'all can read about y'all telling me about some man-day stuff. I can go ask the source. See, that's the power. I can go ask my source. It ain't nothing for me to call up my dad, ask him about, hey, what happened really back then? Because some crazy dude that just has a fucking avatar telling y'all some kumbaya shit, and y'all just run with it and anything. Jay, did you hear what Pappy BMT said?
Pop was a word. It was a word.
Pop BMT was just, I was like, well. Boy,
well, in the comments, I don't know if you saw in the comments, but my boyfriend's grandmother, he told me a story that his grandmother chased his grandfather down the street and shot him in the ass because she found out he was cheating on her. So I don't know where this submission shit comes from. Like, it's I think people romanticize the past. You know what I'm saying? Like they watch too many Mad Men shows like Mad Men and these TV shows from back in the day, you know, and they romantic. That might have been what it was for white folks, but we, you know, black women, I feel, ain't never have the luxury to, you know, submit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never had that luxury.
We ain't never had that luxury. Shit, you was submit what? Like I said, he just told y'all out of his own mouth, so y'all don't have to say I made it up. Y'all know he's not a YouTuber. My dad wouldn't even know how to work YouTube. That's not he told y'all. When his grandfather went to work, guess what his grandmother was doing?
She was tending to the farm, right?
She ran the farm. She was running the business. Wait, so that mean she wasn't sitting at home? She was working?
Waiting for him to come home? No.
She wasn't just barefoot and pregnant? Oh. So she was out there busting her ass out there too. I'm telling y'all are a bunch of burn victims, dog.
And I
Why are y'all a
guarantee,
bunch of burn ass victims? Man?
and I guarantee his father. If I guarantee your grandmother probably had to check your grandfather a few times too.
Oh, I've done see their ass out there in the damn cornfield, damn shit. They out there arguing in the back of the church and all that. I've done seen my fair share of brawls. So y'all can miss me with the babunki shit. Y'all can miss me with that bullshit. That literally, that. Listen, man.
I think it's a fantasy, and I, don't come for me, anyone, but I think it's maybe a fantasy of the fact that, like I said, maybe that's again from watching too many movies and stuff like that. It's kind of like that's what they think they want.
They hope. Listen, man. Ain't nobody in their right mind talking about submission. Nobody in their right mind is talking about submission, man. Unless you on some BDSM shit. Nobody's talking about submission.
Yeah, but even that, it's not like on like even the BDSM or that lifestyle. I mean, you and I have discussed that, but even that lifestyle stuff, that's just like certain times. That's not like day to day types. That's not day to day. I got to go to work, like, like even that kind of the lifestyle stuff. That shit don't be all the time. That might be like, hey, we do that Friday and Saturday kind of thing.
I like this. I like this talk. White women don't ever talk back to their man. I like that one. Hispanic women don't ever talk back to their man. Shit.
That's definitely a lie.
That's a lie. Shit, they be throwing knives and dishes.
They don't talk back. They just stab you. So there's that.
I watched my friend's mother. He got called out. Her ass was on the 3rd floor with a whole bunch of dishes and silverware. And boy, it was dodge time. And literally, she had the best aim flinging. I don't know if it was the toddler handing her dishes.
The same thing with the white women. I used to work with some white chicks. I done been privy to some conversations. They cussing their man out on the phone. I'm like, and they were with black guys. Right, and I'm like, well, where did this whole thing about white women not talking back because they was cussing them out?
I don't know if white women don't be fighting back, but that's a damn lie. Shit. I mean, yeah, shit. Y'all miss me with this docile bullshit. Now the thing about it is, I get at this, and I'm telling y'all right now, for men and women, a lot of people are afraid to get burned again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad, and that's the thing, not submitting. So I guess this would be the opposite talking point. Not submitting isn't necessarily a bad thing.
I mean, honestly, is it fair to say if you're in that position or you in that? Because if I'm doing what I mean, here's the thing: is it a sin that we both submit to each other?
Well, I've always said that we submit to each other. Like, I feel like if you're in a relationship, and this is black, white, yellow, whoever you with, like, I feel like you submit to each other.
Right.
I don't think, I mean, I'm pretty sure there was things that I've asked him to do that he didn't necessarily want to do, and he did it because I asked him to, and vice versa.
I had plenty of days I went and picked up tampons. Plenty of days. I had to go pick up tampons. Plenty of days I had to go do shit that I didn't want to do. So, Mo says this: Kelly has slapped me many times. I can believe that. There is no shame. Thank you, Mo, for being honest. Do not think white women do not fight back. I have watched plenty of movies, Basic Instinct, what's the other movie? Double Jeopardy. All them things. Did y'all not learn from these blockbuster movies? Shout out to Blockbuster. All these white women that be fighting. What was that movie with that white woman?
Wait, we don't even have to talk about movies. We can talk about Snapped.
Oh, yeah.
We can talk about Snapped and that other show that comes on, like that be like, they kill their damn husbands. What's the
Yeah.
series that's on now? Betty Broderick or whatever. They
Yeah.
white women killing their husbands.
Don't think these women in other places don't be.
And I mean, even like Muslim cultures and like I shouldn't say, but like Middle Eastern cultures and stuff
Oh,
like that. They talk. Yeah, they're maybe more submissive, but you best believe they talk back. You best believe they run the household too. So it's
Japan,
not
now here's the thing about it. Depending on their stomping ground, on where they're at, because if that woman gets hit, if that man would have hit his woman, but a lot of people say you can discipline your woman. I want you to understand it. If you were to hit your woman and she tells her dad and her brothers that you beat on her, they're coming for that ass.
right.
They're coming for you.
So it's still a fantasy that like, oh, you go to the Middle East and they're covered up and this and that. Like that don't mean a motherfucking thing.
They'll come get you. They believe in that ironclad law. Like, all right, so you want to beat on my daughter? See, y'all like talking about the poor people. You don't talk about the people that actually say, okay, you put your hand on my daughter, and we having dinner time, and I'm seeing her face all bruised up and marked up. Okay, then you do know I'm coming to kill you because you're not going to
right.
beating on my child. I don't know why they think that there's some type of disattachment of feelings whenever the child leaves the house that they're like, we stop feeling for our kid. Like, no. That's why I know y'all are stupid. This is like the YouTube section of the remedials. Like you take it for whatever it go. Like y'all. That's what I said, man. I listened to the talking points.
And I guess maybe is it because that they didn't have any men in their life? Is that why they feel this way? That they didn't maybe have any real men in their life to see how shit really happens in the household?
Shout out to T Black. Only insecure men feel the need to control or hit women. That's power in that. Listen. If you have to fight to control, but we were supposed to be talking about. I ain't sure if I could cut this and we can go talk about the other. You still want to do Salia?
So we can do that. I'm tired. I worked out and I'm tired.
Okay.
I just took a shower.
You want to talk about that at 12 tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Salia tomorrow. So.
Oh, you mean about how Lauryn Hill is a bigger hoe than Cardi?
Yeah. Shout out to the Fugees, man. Like y'all were the thing. On the south, the beat.
It's funny. I'm just saying. It's real funny. Like
we can blame. It's fair to say we can blame Lauryn for that. She messed up.
Lauryn Hill's probably a big. Y'all worried about the Cardi B's of the world? I always try to say, why can't we have more Laurens in the world? Shit.
No, I think you. Now here's the thing, to be fair, but I might have to one day we got to do a comparison of Cardi and Lauryn because Cardi only got what
she broke up a whole goddamn group. Shit.
The Migos are still together. And she only got she only married one of them. She ain't fuck all of them. She only got one. So
she anyway.
Goddamn, Lauryn done fucked the whole goddamn group.
Oh shit! How you a groupie in your own group?
Hey, I guess you gotta do whatever you gotta do to get your single out or some shit. She killed somebody. She killed that group softly. She killed the whole group softly out.
Oh shit!
She killed that group softly. That was you, Lauryn. You never will forgive you. Whatever. So I promise you, if I find your grave, whenever that time comes, I'm gonna hear lies the person who killed the Fugees. You did that. You did that.
Oh, so because you don't display it, it's okay.
You did that.
She got 5 kids by a married man. Anyway, all right. We can talk about that tomorrow.
So other than that, y'all gotta get over this burn victim shit.
Yeah, I just And I don't know, I might have missed, I don't know if I missed the beginning or whatever, but I just kind of feel like people need to heal after they really, I'll say that in closing, and people need to heal after their last relationship. Sometimes healing involves therapy. And I know a lot of Black people don't believe in therapy, but I think people, and regardless, even if your relationship ended on like good terms, like you just sometimes need to heal. And I think, like you have to go into the next relationship with an open mind, or else you're just gonna forever be stuck.
No. I so agree on that. That seems to be one of the biggest issues. Is listen, y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all from me. I have my demons that I deal with from past experiences. I've been burned. I've lost children. Um, Bad business investment. You heard from my father right there on the phone. You heard him say it right there. You're like, yo, like you need to watch out for your own people, like the business.
Oh yeah.
Like my dad's like I said, I'm pretty open about my shit. I can live my truth, but I understand. And sir, you heard what I said to my father, Dad. I'm okay to let it go for my sake of peace. I can let shit go and move on. For those who have hurt me in my life, I can let that part of my chapter close. Well, Joe, I feel like we need closure. No. I'm good. I don't need closure. Thank you. I got a therapist for that.
See, that was something that I had to learn. Is like sometimes you're not, and I mean that goes for anything, not just relationships. Even sometimes people you date or whatever. Like sometimes you're just not gonna get closure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes you just not. You know,
you a damn fool if you think I just need to hear them say. No, you don't.
Right.
No, you don't. You don't need to hear them say shit. The best thing you need to hear is that door close.
Right, exactly.
Let that door close behind you. You get in your car, crank up that engine, and go damn well. And I ain't say go hop in the next bed, but go take some time into recovery mode for yourself. And go take some time for yourself. Go out there, go write, go read some books, go out shopping, go to work, go pick up a workout. You know what I'm saying? You know, go buy yourself some nice. You know what I did one time? I said, you know what? I'm gonna go buy me some pants. I bought me 5 pair of Dickies. I went to Shoe Carnival, bought me some shoes, and I bought me a little wardrobe. You know, I spent like what $200. You know, I didn't kill myself. And you know, I went home, bought me some ice cream, played some games, and chilled out, and that was it. But I could have gone to the bar. My friend's like, you know what? We need to go take you out, go get drunk, go get high. You need to go get yourself some pussy. No. I need me time. Me and Jay have talked plenty times. I said, sometimes, Jay, I feel like after an argument, after a fight, I need to depress from all of that and just need time for myself. And that's what I need. Listen, let me just share. Jay don't mind me sharing this. I understand why Jay gets off the panel because nobody got time for that drama. Nobody got time for that interview. Nobody got time for that shit. Life is too short.
Protecting my peace.
I protect my peace. Y'all will not get me out of my peace no more. Oh no.
And that's the thing, especially when certain people come on and I know they're gonna raise my blood pressure, and I'm just like, you know what, I gotta go.
Some people, and I gotta be honest with y'all, some people like pain. They like suffering. They like drama. They like clout. They like dysfunction and confusion. When they tell you that, when they tell you I'm that person that likes that type of energy, you got it, fam. You got it.
Right. It's like you win. Okay, fine. You win. Like
some of them go home.
You know what pisses people.
Oh no. Come back, Jay. What you say, baby?
Yeah, you know what pisses people off even more? Like, I've had people literally write like whole paragraphs to me, and I'm just like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, well, okay, all right, cool. And they're just like, oh, fuck you then.
Listen,
okay.
I stay away from people that are obsessed about talking about certain topics over and over. When I see people talking about submission, same different genders, dysfunction, killing, death, doggone anything, if that is their predominant content, that means they are still burned from that. Case in point, let me just use him, Tommy. I can say Tommy. I don't give a shit. Tommy is the best person to use. Tommy talks about single mothers, yet he has made 2 single mothers
since he's been on his platform, hasn't it? Since he's been on that platform.
Since he's been on YouTube, he has made 2 single mothers. 2 single mothers. Been caught up with so many hoes and everything. Been caught in all kind of stuff. And people still think
he's been caught up in entanglements as well.
Oh, yes. People that he works with, he has been caught with all kind of shit with. And then when it goes bad, he'll jump on YouTube and spin his narrative. And I will be like, burn victim. That's what I call it, burn victim.
Right. You know what's funny? You know what my daughter said to me the other day? So, as you know, she's in Connecticut. She hasn't been down here this summer because of COVID and stuff like that. She said to me, she said, Mommy, all you do is work, go to the gym, and hang out with Dante. I said, you know what? That is all I do. And she was like, yeah, you don't go many places outside of that, really? I was like, no, because I gotta, that's how I reel myself in. I can't deal with shit anymore like that.
Sometimes I think that's for the best. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something real.
When you called me, I was on my way from working out. I was working out.
You sure enough was. And I'm gonna tell you, but when Jay first started here, because we met in a group of black people meet, and we like to travel. So what y'all know, we were talking about traveling, getting places, because we all were in Florida and we were looking at places. Shout out to the Facebook group. We were talking about travel, living our best lives, and all that stuff. There were no broke people in that group. We were all black people with means. And the thing about it was, we were moving forward on some stuff. Now, the thing about it was, some people were moving forward in that they said, you know what? I don't want to just be a shack up. I actually want to make something happen. Some people want to be stagnant in that. You know what I'm saying, Jay? In that.
Right.
And I'm like, after a while, some people are going to be like, I want to move forward. I want to talk about business. I want to talk about networking. I want to move. And after a while, you'll be like, well, why the change? Why not the change? Don't you want to grow? It's natural that after a forest burns down, the forest grows back.
Right.
It grows back more vibrant. And this is the thing about it we're seeing.
It's not a bad thing. It's especially if you're just moving on to something else. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not. It's not a bad thing. But I'm saying this, and I'm being honest. Like for me, listen, man. If me and Jay would have had meet up, and we'll be like, okay, so we talked, we ate, we probably chilled out, we probably took a little further. But if by the second week, I have not already started talking to her about other things other than just her vagina, about other things, I don't know, what do you do? What do you plan on doing with your life? Those should be the
after you finish
talking points.
It's after you finish fucking, what do you like to do? You know what I mean? My mother always told me, from when I was in my 20s, she was like, you got to get out of bed sometime and talk.
I'm just saying, you got it. Y'all, I'm starting to understand, some of these places or these spaces are not for healing.
Not at all.
They're not for healing. They're not for building.
And how many times have you called me and I'm like, oh, I'm at the beach or coming from the beach or...
There's a reason why y'all haven't seen me listen, y'all. There's a reason why y'all have not seen me like that on YouTube. Before, back in the day, 4 episodes a day. Now I'm back. Then after that, I'm down to 2. Sometimes I might do 2 or 3. That's pushing it when I know I'm behind time. But other than that, now y'all might get one episode. And if I do a recording, that's usually me going from a place to another job, and I might do a recording. But I was predominantly working, and a lot of people say, "Well, BMT, you should talk about this, talk about that." And Jay does not be lying to y'all when she's like, he's already talked about that long time ago. Like when it came to talking about business, those were the least watched shows. When it came to talking about property, getting insurance, everything that we talked about either got flagged, low views, or nobody cared to talk about.
But that's even when you had what's his name on the show, and all they wanted to talk about was him being a trans, and he was there to talk about insurance. Was it what? No, IT. It was something to do with like I want to say either insurance or computer programming or something like that. And all they were focused on was like, oh, well, wait. So you're with a woman, but you used to be a woman, but you're a guy. Like, okay, now that we established that, can we move on? Like,
y'all, when we had Santi on the show for quite a while, but Santi's in school and in the medical school, it picks up. It goes
medical, so that's what it was. We were talking about. Okay, it was It was like him and Kev. That's right.
Right. Now, the thing about it is, it's like whenever we bring people that literally could possibly help y'all and they can give y'all free advice on stuff, that literally we know that a lot of y'all have bad medical issues. Yeah, because Santi was going to school for sickle cell anemia. And I was like, holy shit, y'all know how many black people got sickle cell? Like, a lot. And that's literally a big factor. Y'all were more worried about what they do in the bedroom. I was like, I could give a shit about that. Y'all could have been. Literally, Santi owns 2 businesses. That would have been the best time to pick people's brain, but y'all more worried about submission. Jay does with corporate America in insurance. But the minute y'all heard her talk about, I as a woman want equal rights and benefits, why should she not? She works in the corporate world, busting her ass just like anybody else. Why should she not get paid that? I would think that if I was her husband and she was going to work, I would be like, yo, why is your zeros less than that dude over there? But yet you've been in there longer than him and you have a degree. See, that's the thing about it, that you will have it where some men will push their woman to go get a higher pay and support them. Yep. They will say, yo, babe, you need to go ask for more. And the woman will say, well, the dudes in there, they're not going to pay me. The man will get more angry, but he's like, my girl's busting her ass just like them men. She should be getting paid like them, if not more than some of those guys, because the pay gap is stagnantly bad. But y'all are so caught up on this
feminism,
this hate rhetoric. I don't want to. I'm gonna be honest. I don't fuck with a lot of y'all. I don't hate no women. I don't hate no women. I don't hate no community. I don't hate no people. The shit that y'all talk about is dangerous. I'm gonna let y'all know some of the shit that y'all talk about is dangerous towards helping people recover. And y'all can talk all kind of shit about me.
And it's dangerous to women as well, to be honest with you. It's very dangerous to women. Because like I said, there was someone on your panel that said that, he wants to commit genocide against women that don't fucking submit.
Y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all need counseling and therapy. I never forget y'all. I mean, y'all had y'all way trying to clown me. Shout out to Jay. Because when everybody was trying to do that and clown me, it was her that said, Joe, you don't need to respond. Why respond back to them? She was the one that told me that the woman that came up to try to be around us was a hoe and a user and delusional. I didn't listen. When I should have listened to the black woman. What am I doing? I did it.
I told you I trust that chick.
Every black woman from Jay, Nikki, and Charity said, Joe, they each called me. It was the signs of the heavens. Ain't no way I had that many Jay said it right there on the show. She said it right there for them. She's like, I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't trust you, bitch, and I don't like you. Oh, see, we never took down the video. See, so whenever somebody says that we were harassing that person, we could pull up all the racial shit that they said on the show that literally used to make everybody on the panel's jaw drop. And I'll be like,
she got healthy out of character. Like, come on, man.
It's hard to get healthy out of character, man. When you get healthy out of character, and he's like the big teddy bear of the group, yeah, I can't do much for you after that. I was like, yo, we might have to let you go. When you can't do your one job, I gotta let you go. Because you're not trying to get better. When we're trying to tell you that you need to go get clinical medical help, but yet you want to look for dysfunctional relationships, listen, salvation is not between somebody's legs or literally thinking that.
And that goes for both sexes.
And that goes for both sexes. That's being honest. Like, I mean, we are very fair on this. I literally, like I said, I will never run the men and the females off my panel as long as we can talk and be court. I have people say that they don't like me having men and women on the panel. But I'm like, if I don't know it, I'm gonna ask a woman. And if she don't know, she gonna ask me. That's the reason why I can traverse 2 different panels and I don't lose no sleep.
But you know how I learned, but that's the thing. Like, I kind of feel like part of the way I learned that's part of the way I healed from previous relationships was talking to men, not necessarily in a sexual way. That's why when people say, oh, I can't have a female as a platonic friend, like, I don't believe that to be true, because I just feel like certain things, like, you know, I have you and I have a couple other guys that I know. There's sometimes how many times have I called you, or I'll call my other man, like, you know, he did this, or this or that, or this has happened. Sometimes you just need a male, and there's been times where they've called me, you know what, man, my girl did this. Is she tripping? Like, that don't mean that they trying to get with me or vice versa. Sometimes you just need that opposite sex. Like, you know, what's in that woman's head or what's in that man's head? You know what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of my healing came, was from men, not sexually, but just befriending men for different reasons, I feel like you can still have different viewpoints on certain things and still be friends. And I think that's the problem with a lot of these spaces, is there's a lot of echo chambers.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, shit, my channel's far from an echo chamber. Shit, when we got, the best thing I did was get rid of the echo chamber. The best thing I did was literally,
because Joe has told me things I did not want to hear plenty of times.
And she has said the same thing. That's why when people saying that we agree, I'm like, y'all must don't really hear how we talk. A lot of the stuff we talk about, a lot of our content comes from me and her arguing. Then let's do the show. And we'll go ahead and talk about it. A lot of the content, she'll send me an article. If it's not her, it'll be Melissa. A lot of people send me articles and stuff, you know, and I'll say, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. There's a reason why a lot of the content, a lot of all my co-hosts, for the most part, majority of my co-hosts, my day one A1s, they're not content creators. They're just people that are just like, yo, like, let's just talk about shit. Y'all couldn't handle Mobu, and Mobu literally is for black people, but he's also for people in general. But literally, people are stuck on Mobu
on what he does in the bedroom, and I don't understand it. Like, they stuck on what he does in the bedroom.
More ass than y'all breathe. y'all bring him up more. And yeah, like I said, if I need to know shit about women, I would go to Mobu before I go to any of y'all. I would go to him. Like, shit. Like, y'all, some people are killing me out here, man. Like I said, listen, man. Some of y'all need to go, and I'm just let me. I remember when Jay was in her dark place. I said, Jay, anytime it gets like that, call me. And in hell, back then when I was in Florida, I was dealing hard with my PTSD, and I was dealing hard with my recovery. But you know who I could call late at night? I could call Jay.
Because neither one of us would sleep. So
yeah, neither of us did. Neither of us did sleep. So that was true. So we had our coping thing, not no, hey, come on over and smash. No, it just that she called and I would be right there, and I said, Jay, you don't need to go out at night. Yeah, but I got these new pumps, and I really want to rest. I get you with that, but you don't need that. And see, that's the point of life when it comes to recovery. It's hard. It's when you're battling and you're learning how to try to go without. So when I hear her doing
sometimes you just need to stay in the house and rub one out. Like,
well said. And honestly, that literally sometimes you got to learn how to love yourself and be by yourself for a bit. And I think that's a problem, because when some people actually are by themselves and actually have to reflect on their stuff, you know what I'm saying? Now that's the problem, because you now have to deal with the recovery is hard. Because when you're recovering from an injury, be it abuse, be it doggone business, life, relationship, loss, it hurts. It hurts a lot, and because you have to contemplate on that. You have to contemplate on that, and I can tell y'all, I felt that. I went through that even in my own home. Don't think every day is sunshine, peaches and cream in my house. I don't know why y'all think that when you get in a relationship, we're in Sunny Valley and we're riding up the sunset and shit. Like you're gonna have your fights. That doesn't mean shit, entanglement, shit, oh shit.
right.
No. Sometimes, the best thing I had to do, you okay, baby? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the best thing I had to learn how to do was, and I'm gonna tell you how right now, sometimes I had to learn how to just go sit down and feel pain. I had to go reflect. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm sure, like I said, y'all, I don't understand y'all talking points when y'all said the best thing ever is to be alone. Like, I don't understand that, man. Like, as you get older, being alone sucks.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. People, and I'm saying people, I'm not picking on men, because women are guilty of it as well. People have like this, it's like they create this perfect version of someone. Like, oh, my mate has to be this, they have to be this, they have to do this, they have to do that. And that person that they're looking for don't exist.
Facts. Listen, man. I've had plenty of days where I have cooked dinner. Plenty of days I have played daddy/nanny. Do you think?
Right. It's like they have, and notice that it's like, oh, well, she gained weight, she got to lose weight. You got to fuck me 4 times a week. You got to, do
Stop.
half the chore. Like, it's like you're romanticizing something that doesn't exist.
Like y'all got to learn humility and humbleness. Humility and
And
humbleness.
then the older you get, I feel like some of those things don't matter as much. Like the sex doesn't matter as much. How much somebody weighs, like their weight, doesn't matter as much. Stuff like that don't matter. And that's why some of these dudes just need to get them a fat chick and be happy and live happily ever after. I'm just saying, I don't get it.
Like, listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I have been rejected plenty of times in my life. But you know what I started noticing as I got older? I started getting comfortable and just living my life. I stopped looking. Now, if I saw a woman, I would compliment her, say, "How you doing? You look cute." When I started accepting who I was, women started noticing me. I didn't have to do the most. I didn't have to say anything. I didn't think. Y'all think y'all telling me about my buck teeth freaks me out? Like, nigga, I look in the mirror and brush my teeth every day, nigga. Like, but see, that's my strength. It's actually, y'all think by telling Jay she fat, nigga still be hitting on her. I hit on her. Like, y'all ain't saying shit that y'all ain't saying, y'all think y'all can shame people like us when we get more play than y'all do.
I actually got more play when I was bigger. That's the funny thing about it.
Listen, y'all, this is the way of the South. Hell, shit up north y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all.
Especially certain areas like where he lives at. Like, I swear to God, like, I'll go places where he lives at with him, and I feel like I'm damn near anorexic I'm like, damn. I mean, men and women both. Don't get me wrong, it be both. Me and him be, because same thing. He's not a big dude, and it's like we be looking around like, damn, okay.
You got y'all. We gotta learn. We gotta learn to listen, man. When a man is about his shit, he learned to. Hey, I took my lumps. I fell down. I'm moving forward. Listen, man. I moved forward, man, and it just happened, and that was it. Listen, when I got into it with Melissa, and we split up. You know, I could have been bitter. I listen. That could have been the best time for me to get on YouTube and go on rants and bash women up and down. But
and what would that have solved?
Nothing. Not a damn thing. Y'all want to know what I did? I moved back up north, close to my people. I went to therapy. I worked. I kept myself busy with activities like bowling and probably actually learning new trades and learning how to work on equipment and stuff. I went into writing for YouTubers and different other stuff. I got my finances cleaned up and everything together. See, when you coming out of burns or being scarred or something like that, you got to go into recovery, start working the pain out. And a lot of people don't want to work that pain out. It's more easier to feed into or keep popping those painkillers because then you don't have to deal with it. It's easier to say it's the reason why I'm miserable is because of that bitch. But see, to be honest, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't the most easy person to deal with when it came to me and Melissa. I ain't gonna lie and say I was the best dad. See, I can open up and say I had days where I used to get up in her face. See, I can open about that. I wasn't that guy that y'all think that fun-loving daddy. See, I'm not trying to sell that shit to y'all. I'm not gonna be like some of these people on YouTube that take pictures with babies and kissing them all that stuff, and everything was good, and it was that woman's fault why I had to leave. See, I'm not like y'all. I'm not gonna sell that. See, when you start playing those stories, those are the motherfuckers you definitely need to watch.
Yeah. Whoa. Anytime someone says they didn't do anything wrong or it was all the woman's fault,
that's the one you definitely. That's the one right there. Take it from us two. That's the one you definitely need to watch. When they like that, that's when the judge and the attorney and the defendant be looking at like.
How many times have people that have been on your platform as well as other platforms,
and
we start getting the background of it, and it's like, told you.
Like, nowadays we just be looking at like, I'm like, all right, you remember episode 1006? You said, man, what are you talking about? Shit, you know that bitch. You know, see, I maybe got 3 kids out there, but shit, she could have. I'm like,
It's absolutely narcissistic, Carolyn. That's the thing about it. And I guess it's a lot of narcissists out here. Like, I mean, I was married. I had a failed marriage. I wasn't innocent. He wasn't innocent. I mean, we had a clean split, but I would never sit up here and say, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. Or he did, he did everything wrong. Like, I would never sit up here and say that, even when and after that, I was in an abusive relationship. And I mean, I'm not saying I deserve to get hit, but I mean, was I like the perfect epitome of no? But I'm just saying, like, people come on here and it's like, I always hear like, with a woman, she took me to court or I did this. It's like, well, wait a minute. Let's take a step back. And that goes for, and I'm talking about men and women. I'm not discriminating. I'm saying because women do it too. Oh, well, he did this or he did that. Okay, but not to sound like an asshole, but you had to do something.
You had to do something. There is no way. Listen, let me tell you right now. Divorce doesn't happen in one day.
Right.
Divorce doesn't happen in one day. I know people like to say that. Divorce doesn't happen in one day. It takes 366 days, $128. If y'all have nothing going for yourself, it takes 366 days, 128 days. And literally, if there is another life, like a child involved, or said tangible involved, it is actually longer.
It takes longer to get divorced than it does to get married. So,
like, so when y'all come here on the panel around me and Jay, y'all do know we are already mentally configuring the math and the time. That's why I'm saying, y'all, like, we are well studied. We are well studied in this.
It's like, oh, you were together 2.5 years and you have 2 kids, huh?
Yeah, like I listen, bro. I be doing the whole damn math while you're talking. I be like, I be doing the whole math. Me and Jay be shooting each other the messages. We be calculating on the phone everything y'all saying. But by the time you finish, we already have everything that we need to say, okay, now let's ask the question. So, what did y'all have a kid? At what point between kid 1 or 2 were y'all thinking about marriage? Why
BMT, that's not why are we talking about me?
Why did y'all move together if y'all knew that y'all already were dysfunctional? How long have y'all been talking to each other? Where did y'all meet? Okay, okay.
2 plus 2 equals 7.
Where do they live? Can they speak English? So once you start asking these questions and it starts going downhill,
what country are they from?
What country are they from, please? You got to ask that question now. Do you have a record? Do you have a felony? Are you born again, Hebrew Israelite? What affiliation are you? You got to ask all these questions nowadays. The motherfuckers got everything that they got to throw at you. This is your baby. Wait, this is your baby daddy's cousin? Wait, how did you not think they weren't going to meet up? We done heard it all. There's nothing new. Oh, you're not actually married. It's common.
No, because I ain't signing no prenup. Nigga, you make $12 an hour. Stop.
$12 an hour. Stop it, nigga. Nobody.
Remember the dude that used to come on your show? He rode his bike to work, and he said he made too much. He was worried about a woman using him for his money.
Yeah, I was like, listen, bro. If you worry
but
about
he was like a security guard on third shift.
I was like, listen, bro. Listen, nobody's gonna take nobody's gonna take your goddamn security brief. Nobody's gonna take that from me. I listen to a lot.
We're literally not making this shit up.
Listen, we done heard it all. I done sat through it all. I've done interviewed. Listen, I used to have to do this show, run over to do another show, to go do another show, and literally after a while, my people said, "Joe, stop." Yeah. That was draining the fuck out of me. But I literally kept hearing the same stories over and over and over and over and over, and I said, "Oh shit." All of y'all are burn victims. Y'all just ain't recovering. And I said, I can't do that, man. Just can't. It's like either you're looking for a solution.
That was in fact the same dude that had said it was okay to discipline his woman. 2 plus 2 equals 7.
Listen. Y'all stay away from discipline. Stay away from that. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. Y'all stop comparing y'all life to a celebrity life. Y'all not Russell. You're not Jay-Z. You're not Beyonce's. You're not Cardi. You're not none of these people that make 7 figures. Hell, y'all swear up and down that they got their lives together. I don't know why. They don't. I know plenty of people. My father, listen.
It's an hour and 30 minutes.
Yes, thank you, baby. So we're about to end up. Listen. Y'all want to know why I don't ever go back to my hometown? Granted, I do own half of that town. Our family owns half of that town. Because I would rather be able to go to a grocery store full of white people that don't know me than go to the grocery store where we own and have to argue through 7 aisles of family members about who slept, fucked, did what, crack, dope, and everything. And I said, you know what? I remember I left my buggy and I left my change and just got in my car. And I said, you know what? My granddaddy called me and said, Joe, here's your wallet. Why'd you leave? I said, because nobody is trying to build and better themselves. Y'all thrive on hurt and pain. And literally, Jeanette has Tommy's baby and Israel's baby. Those are 2 brothers. They literally share the same baby mama. And they both still sleep with her. Well, to be fair, it's her fault. Nigga, y'all can't control y'all penis? Nobody believes in a condom? They only cost but 25 cents at the goddamn barbershop. So y'all can't say y'all don't know what y'all doing when y'all go to her house at 11. Who goes to go see their child at fucking 11 to 12 o'clock at
Your
night?
kid is sleeping at that time.
Your child is sleeping. And you can't lie, but I got the text messages for goddamn Tommy asking me to take him by her house. But he want to check up on his child.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Y'all make y'all own.
And then they'll come on here. Those types will come on here. She won't let me see my son. But what they're not telling you is that they calling her at 11 o'clock at night to go see their son.
Yeah. Y'all, listen. Some of y'all need to stop. Some of y'all need to stop.
But anyway.
All right, so we're done. I love y'all. Say goodbye, Jay.
Bye, Jay.
We're still working with her. And like I said, I love y'all. I'm going to stop by Prophet of Thought. We go tomorrow around 12. We will be covering Miss Sella, the daughter of Miss Killing Me Softly. Is it Miss Education, Uneducated? Miss
Education of Lauryn Hill.
Lord have mercy. That should have told y'all everything. That should have told y'all everything. But that is true. More people like Lauryn Hill. Me, I'm more Missy. Missy will always be my.
If anybody is unproblematic, I would say Missy is unproblematic.
Missy, if the worst thing that we can say about Missy is
that she may or may not be a lesbian. Like, okay,
we don't even know about that. But like, literally, she's had guys, and I mean, she's been a Queen. We knew Queen was gay. After Set It Off, we knew she was gay.
Right, but yeah, Missy, it was always kind of like I could see her like both. Yeah, I think she's. I think she's bi.
Missy with that. Missy can have both male and female.
Yeah.
And pull it off too, but she's cute. Like, shout out to Missy. She pulled it was big girl season back in the day for them. That was season. Big girl, you can get some dick. You still can these days.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why y'all try to shame Lizzo.
Oh Lord, it's time to go.
All right, y'all. Time to go. Don't worry. 12 o'clock, I'm bringing that smoke for this.
Oh Lord. All right. Good night.
Night.
Bye.